John Deaton, who's an attorney for XRP investors, emphasizes that the legal case against Ripple is not centered on fraud, but rather comprises a regulatory issue. Ripple has a tiny chance of having $770 million disgorged. In the ongoing legal battle between the United States Securities and Exchange Commission and Ripple, attorney John Deaton, who is representing XRP holders, has presented a compelling argument implying that the anticipated disgorgement of $770 million for Ripple is unlikely to occur. He bases his prediction on a number of relevant elements that have the potential to influence the decision that the court makes. Deaton emphasized the relevance of the Morrison case, which was handed down by the United States Supreme Court. This ruling effectively restricts the SEC's authority to sales that take place within the United States. This becomes more significant as Ripple's XRP sales in many jurisdictions, including the United Kingdom, Japan, Switzerland, and others, which are subject to investigations. Ripple's position is further strengthened by the fact that XRP is recognized as a legal currency in many nations. As an illustration, regulatory agencies such as the Financial Conduct Authority in the United Kingdom and the Financial Services Agency in Japan have not classified XRP as a security. This classification is essential because it makes it possible for XRP sales to continue in these locations in a legal manner. This presents a challenge to the Securities and Exchange Commission's efforts to avoid disgorgement from these global transactions. Deaton also brought attention to the fact that the legal action that is being taken against Ripple is not based on fraud, but rather constitutes a disagreement on regulatory policies. The importance of this divergence lies in the fact that it shifts the focus from punitive measures to compliance with regulatory requirements. As a result of the fact that a sizable majority of XRP transactions take place outside of the United States and involve authorized investors, the possibility of disgorgement is greatly reduced. By omitting sales made outside of the United States, which might account for more than 90% of overall sales and sales to accredited investors, Deaton predicts that the possible disgorgement sum will be significantly reduced than it would otherwise be. When asked about the estimated $2.07 trillion market opportunity in the African fintech space, Ripple cites XRP as a component. Ripple, a well-known cryptocurrency payment company based in the United States, has brought attention to the role that XR plays in the estimated $2.07 trillion fintech business opportunity that exists on the African continent. Ripple highlighted the position of XRP in the anticipated market in a recent report that evaluated opportunities for new revenue streams through the implementation of effective payment systems in Africa. A conclusion from the United Nations was highlighted in the research, which stated that Africa offers a market opportunity worth $2.07 trillion and is expected to emerge as a significant driver for global commerce. In addition, it brought to light the fact that in recent years, there's been a substantial increase in the number of African fintech companies that are focused on payments. In addition, it was stated that the market has shown a positive response to financial services that are both more accessible and more cost-effective. The countries of Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, Egypt, and Ghana are at the forefront of this revolution in various payment methods. Ripple also provided an example with Nigeria, a country in which 73% of adults have a cell phone in their possession. In spite of the increased use of mobile devices, the percentage of people who use credit cards is still below 5%. According to the payment company, the circumstance results in a huge need that the industry of financial services needs to fill. In addition, Ripple stated that by the year 2025, the revenue generated from financial services in Africa will amount to $230 billion. Ripple has acknowledged its collaboration with Onafrique in order to relieve the obstacles that are associated with traditional cross-border money in Africa. It is done in order to better position itself to take a major proportion. To be more specific, the collaboration makes an effort to solve problems such as excessively high fees, extended periods of time required for payment settlement, and restricted access to physical banks. The fact that Onafrique administers over 800 payment corridors and connects 400 million mobile wallets across 35 African countries is something that definitely deserves to be mentioned. It has been said in the research that the joint efforts of Onafrique and Ripple have the ability to bring about financial inclusion in the region. In the $2.07 trillion market opportunity XRP is, notably Ripple Payments, a recently launched service that is capable of providing around-the-clock real-time settlement at a fraction of the fees that are often associated with such transactions, is at the heart of Ripple's attempt to capitalize on the $2.07 trillion market opportunity. Through the use of this study, Ripple demonstrated how XRP is a significant option for institutions who are looking to transfer and receive payments for commercial purposes. To be more specific, when a party initiates a fiat cross-border transaction with Ripple payments, the transaction first goes through XRP before reaching the target institution and eventually the beneficiaries. This entire process takes place in real time. Ultimately, Ripple sees a golden chance to investigate the growing industry and unleash new revenue streams as the African region continues to advance and solidify its position in the global economy. This opportunity occurs as the African region continues to advance. Recently, there are problems with withdrawing XRP for users on Uphold. At the moment, Uphold is dealing with a temporary problem that is causing on-chain withdrawals of cryptocurrency assets on the platforms such as XRP to experience delays that have never been seen before. An immediate announcement of the situation was made by the Uphold team in a post that was published on X. They assured clients that the problem is only temporary. It has been reported by them that they have been forced to postpone the process of withdrawing blockchain assets from the platform due to a technical issue. Despite their best efforts, the crew did not reveal the reason behind this technical issue. On the other hand, they confirmed that withdrawals would return to their typical timelines in a short while. Both the disclosure made by Uphold and the issue itself have garnered attention, which has resulted in a range of responses from individuals who are enthusiastic about XRP and other crypto advocates. As a result of the delays that have been observed for deposits and withdrawals, it is noteworthy that some consumers have taken advantage of the opportunity to emphasize their own personal experiences. A supporter of XRP voiced their displeasure with the new development, pointing out that the completion of a transaction took 6 hours, which resulted in a loss of cash. In addition to this, they disclosed that they had moved Ethereum from Coinbase, the most prominent cryptocurrency exchange in the United States, to Uphold. With that being said, the transaction had been delayed for around 7 hours prior to the publication of the information. The client mentioned that they were still waiting for the transaction to be completed before they could proceed. Most customers indicated happiness with Uphold's level of openness and rapid disclosure of the situation, which is a step that deserves praise. While some customers took use of the opportunity to caution investors against holding their cryptocurrency assets on centralized exchanges, the majority of consumers expressed contentment with both. The issue has been brought up in the midst of the ongoing address registration for the impending Evernode airdrop for holders of XRP, which is an interesting development. According to the most recent update provided by Evernode, the total number of XRP coins that are eligible for registration has surpassed 2 billion. This means that up to 23,858 addresses have registered. Due to the fact that there are just 2 exchanges that are participating, Uphold and Bitrue, some of the XRP community have theorized that the delays regarding withdrawals could be related to the forthcoming airdrop. However, this appears to be improbable, and some people have suggested that it could be related to a problem with scalability. It is important to remember that Uphold went through a situation quite similar to this one after the verdict on July 13 that determined XRP to be a non-security. Uphold, which was the only significant exchange in the United States at the time that offered XRP, was the one that reported the majority of the surge in demand for XRP from investors in the United States. As a consequence of this, the platform had a momentary breakdown. That's all for now.